today we're going to be cooking some thick bone-in pork loin chops. And I have brined these chops overnight. Brine is a combination of salt, sugar, and water, and then you can add whatever other flavors you'd like. I put in some rosemary in these just to give it a little bit of that herbaceous flavor. So when you take it out of your brine, you want to make sure that you pat them real dry. And I'm wearing a glove so that you can have one gloved hand and one not gloved hand so you can handle your rubs and whatnot. So once you get that dry, you can take it off of the paper towel. We'll just put that aside. Now for a rub on these, since they've brined overnight, we don't need a real complicated rub. What I'm going to use is this all-purpose, it's called adobo. It's a mixture of salt and pepper and garlic. And we're just going to go light with it because, again, they've brined overnight. So we're just going to go both sides real light. Give it a flip. And that's it. That's all these things need. So next, I'll show you how we're going to set up the grill. On our big green egg. The big green egg is a smoker and grill, and it's really great at both things. And we're going to get this thing lit up. I like to use these little paraffin starter cubes, but here's a clue. If you cut these in half, like so, with the pocket knife, half of it gets the grill started just about as good as the whole thing. And it makes your grill cubes last twice as long. So you just drop this thing down in here, take your lighter, light it up, cover it up with some of these, and in about 30 minutes, this thing will be good to go. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. We've got this grill nice and hot. It's pushing about 800 degrees. I've got my, my grate in there. And now, to set up for this cook, and what's going to make it great rather than just good is we're going to put this wire basket that I have and this very large cast iron skillet. We're going to let that thing heat up, and we're going to show you how we're going to use that in just a minute. It's been about 15 minutes. We've let this cast iron skillet get super hot. You can see that thing is smoking. We're going to put some vegetable oil in here. We don't need a whole lot, just a little bit to help get these things nice and seared off. So you can see that is kind of running a little bit and smoking, and that's what you want. So then we're going to put our chops in. You see right away, they are cooking hot. I'm going to sear one side off. Get that oil distribute a little bit. Not quite level out here. Take just about a minute. Give that a look. Oh yeah, that's looking good. We're gonna flip it. Flip that one. Close this up. All right, it's been about 2 minutes on this second side. Take a look at it. Looking pretty good there. Looking pretty good there. So we're going to go ahead and take these off. And we're going to take this skillet off. Now you want to really have a fireproof glove for this. And we're going to let this grill cool down a little bit. We'll cover these up with some foil, and in about 15 minutes when the grill cools down, we're going to put them back on the grill to finish them off. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. We let the grill cool down a little bit from, it was super hot under that cast iron skillet. And we had the pork chops covered in this foil. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them back on the grill and cook them direct, a little bit away from the heat. It's going to take about 10 minutes. We're going to have to flip them a couple of times, and then we'll see what the temperature is. 10 minutes. So final step on this is we're just going to baste them in a little bit of butter. Real butter to give it a super delicious and rich flavor. Now we're going to take them off. And we will see what the temperature is. We want it to be about 140. Malfunction. I would say that is pretty darn close. Here on the cutting board, and you can see it has a beautiful crust. It is you got that butter on there, and I'm going to take a little taste test and see how it turned out. It's looking like it's cooked perfect. It's juicy. You can see those juices in there. Let's take a little taste. That is really delicious. The brine really got the flavors all throughout there, and the searing gives it a nice perfect crust, and the butter just gives it that final extra kick that makes it good to great.